Hi guys, this is Dr. Deva. I'm a doctor from India on my USMLE journey to doing residency in the US, and this is a day in my life of studying for USMLE Step 3. So I wake up around 8:30 a.m. Every day, and unfortunately I have a bad habit of browsing on my phone for at least 20 to 30 minutes before I actually wake up, and I'm just like scrolling through messages and scrolling through my emails just to make sure I didn't get anything important. And of course I scroll through Instagram just to like catch up with the world. Once I laze around for a bit, I finally wake up from my slumber and get my day started. I have a fairly simple morning routine. I just brush and floss. I floss in the morning or the night, and I apply my moisturizer. It's either a hyaluronic or acid moisturizer or just a normal moisturizer. And I do use a jade roller to just get my lymphatic system flowing in my face. I don't know if it really helps, but it's just fun in the morning. After that, I try and get at least 15 to 20 minutes of yoga every day. This is a practice I actually picked up during my step 1 prep because I realized I was getting very anxious, and this really helped me ground my mind and calm my senses for those 20 minutes and really practice mindfulness. This is probably my favorite part of my morning routine, where I make my coffee. I love Indian filter coffee and the whole ordeal that goes to making it. I take my time with it and I don't rush the coffee because I love my coffee really strong and just wake me up in the morning, make me ready for the day. I know some people might find this weird, but I do like a little condensed milk with my coffee. I think it's the perfect amount of sweetness. And that's breakfast. I do eat breakfast normally when I'm studying because I need that energy before I can go and start all my UWorld blocks. And like the true South Indian that I am, it's mostly dosa every single day. I usually start off my day with a 40 question UWorld block. I don't like doing my questions in a random order. I prefer to do them in subject mode, which allows me to understand the intricacies between different questions and different differentials easier. I know a lot of people find this controversial, but I would definitely suggest everybody do their UWorld blocks for all 3 steps in subject mode just to understand each topic in that much more detail. I usually go through my 40 question block in let me say 2.5 hours because I do it in tutor mode, and I do like to make notes in the UWorld notebook simultaneously as I do them. This really helps me retain the information, and the UWorld notebook is just a great tool for everyone to use because it can be linked across all 3 steps, and it's such a good organized way to keep all your UWorld information in a place that is not your first aid. There always happens that time in the block where you're like, I'm glad I finished my blog and I finished reviewing it simultaneously, and now it's time to make some lunch. I usually eat a light lunch so I don't feel too much of a postprandial lethargy. I always crack an egg and make a good fried egg because that's like my staple since I was a kid. Yeah, now I'm just being fancy. I usually take a break during lunch and catch up with some TV shows. I'm currently watching Love is Blind. I am not proud of it, but it's insanely addictive. I use this time to just unwind a little bit and get away from studying and go back to it recharged. I usually start my post-lunch session with a couple of sketchy videos. It kind of helps me get into the rhythm. I am rewatching my sketchy videos because it's been some time since my step 1 exam, and I have heard that step 3 does test heavily on some step 1 concepts like microbiology and pharmacology. After this, I get straight to my UL block 2, where I start solving another 40 questions of the same subject. Actually, today I was doing cardiology for my first block, and my second block I started doing infectious disease. I usually find that I do my harder blocks in the morning and try to save my more familiar and easier subjects for the afternoon, because I find that my concentration is always the best in the mornings. Once I'm done with the blocks, I get started to my CCS cases. I try and do at least 4 to 5 cases a day. I started doing the cases around 2 to 3 weeks away from my exam date, and my aim is to at least get through the first 100 high yield cases. I do the cases and I try to make notes after I get the answers as to what I did wrong. I do have like a small notebook where I note down each case and what the key points were and what I missed out. And I did this for the first 20 or 30 cases, and I really saw that after that I could easily pick up the trends. I knew what orders to order. I had my own order sets ready for different cases and different scenarios. So I would definitely recommend making like a small short notes for every single case, just highlighting what you did wrong so you kind of learn from it in the next cases.
So this is very exciting. If you've seen any of my USC videos, you know how much I wear my Knya scrubs everywhere. So I already have 2 scrubs in violet and pink, and I've gotten so many compliments from it, even from people who wear figs and other like high-end brands in the US. I was like, oh my god, those scrubs are so great, they're so breathable, and this is really exciting. But Knya actually sent me a new pair of scrubs, and this is going to be an unboxing. This is my packet from Knya. It just came in the mail. Let's see how my new black pair of scrubs look like. So this is actually so sweet. They always send you like a small note which says, we understand you have long shifts, we know that you're putting your 100% every day, we realize that sometimes it's tough, and that's why we made this we move with you 24/7. I mean, it's a really nice thing to just read sometimes, because this life can be really hard and demanding, and we don't acknowledge it as often as we should, and just seeing some small affirmations here and there can make my day. So let's open the scrubs. I think I got a 10 pocket scrub, so I really am excited to see how this looks. This is perfect. So I'm usually a medium on the top and a large on the bottom. Because I'm a little taller, I need my pants to come till at least below ankle length. So I always go for a large, and I just tighten up the waistband. So you have 2 side pockets and 2 pant pockets, which is really useful because you can keep your step and your pen on your pant pocket instead of fishing for it in your side pocket. And the scrubs also come with 2 pockets in the front, just for all your emergency notes during your rounds. And I know you guys know that you need it, because we have like 100 chits of paper containing all really valuable information running around in the hospital. So it's really nice. You can just categorize them into your pockets well.
After testing out my new scrubs, I had to get ready and go to Zumba class, because that's something I'm doing now just to keep myself active every day. I have a 1-hour Zumba class that I'm going to right now, and I'll see you after that. I am completely dead. Zumba is not for the faint-hearted, guys. It might look like it's only dance, but it's a lot more. I'm just grabbing some dinner, some delicious aloo paratha, and I'm going to end my day with just watching a few sketchy videos because I'm so burnt out at this point that I don't think I can do any more questions. And sketchy is just the perfect, like, non time waste that I can do at this point. I watch these videos at least 3 to 4 times, so I just put them on 2x and just let them refresh my memory. And I genuinely enjoy the illustrations so much that I actually have fun watching them. It's almost like 10:30, 11 right now, and I'm just going to get ready for bed. I don't really have a complicated nighttime routine either. It's basically just face wash followed by some moisturizer. And if I'm in a fancy mood, I'll do some under eye cream or some retinol, but that's really not my part of my daily routine at all. So I start my day with a phone in my hand on my bed, and I end it kind of similarly. I either watch a movie or catch up on my favorite series. Like I said before, it's Love is Blind right now, but trust me, I do watch slightly more intellectual shows. But when I'm studying so much, all I can do is just watch some reality TV and turn my brain off. I spend around maybe 30 minutes on my phone before I fall asleep. I know it's not a good habit, but I am trying to reduce it and maybe finish reading a book sometime. But for now, it's 30 minutes on my phone until it's time for lights out.